Sharapan. Well, hi, how are you? What's going on?
Long time no see.
Right, last night. We saw you last night.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a lot of fun last night.
That was fun.
It was
That
so
was
much
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
I do not regret it, despite having a little bit of a hangover.
You
She
Irish
disappeared.
waked us. You stuck out.
Oh,
You
God,
just
you
were like,
gonna
as if we
call
turned
her
around,
out
you
right
were
now on
gone.
this?
Listen, I have a good excuse, though. Both the Joes did not do the show today. It was,
Both Joes.
yes.
Wait
Uh-oh.
a
So
second.
it was
You
just
soloed
me.
it?
I'm hungover. And I'm
soloed the
yeah.
show.
So do you,
You should have
please don't be
texted
mad.
us. I'd
I'm
have
not
come
mad.
do the show
I'm
with
not
you.
mad. It was just kind of like we were looking around and we were like,
We called
where'd
Paul
Erin go?
off the bench. He was a trooper and did the show. So yeah.
Way to go, Paulie. Always
that
answers
was
the
awesome.
bell. Paul always
That's funny
answers
because
the
we were
bell.
saying, like, where did she? Well, she left.
Yeah, we
okay.
got up to say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
you
where's
were-
Erin?
you
And she
left.
left. I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
all right. We'll see
She
her
just
tomorrow.
Sorry.
Irish goodbye us.
I
Okay,
knew
that's
if
fine.
I said goodbye, I would be there for like maybe another drink
Another-
or two.
yes.
And I was already
Done.
like three.
Well, that
I
lady
could have
wasn't-
done without the last three, probably.
She wasn't giving anyone any more drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
No.
she cut everybody off.
She cut her. She's like, you guys got to go home. Like,
Yep.
you got to get out of here.
She's getting mad.
Nikki was smoking. They weren't supposed to be smoking.
She got
and
all-
then all them other
There's
people.
an epic story behind that.
What?
So the driver who stopped to get Nick the cigarettes,
Yes.
he got the flat tire because he was stopping to get Nick the cigarettes, and he's blaming Nick now.
Oh, is he really? He's blaming Costas for that?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
basically saying
It's
if
Nick's
Nick didn't
fault.
want me to go get those
I
smokes,
wouldn't have got the flat.
Yep.
But the car itself was due.
I was worried about it.
I
was
walked
worried
out
about
and I was like,
Ryan
"What are you
and
guys
Krista,"
getting
and
inside of?" I was
what are
like,
you doing?
Exactly. I didn't want to be
In a
rude, but
shoe.
when he told me, I was like, this car could get
Yeah.
a flat or
Just
more
so
at
at
any
time.
second.
just so everybody like thinks like imagine like walking out to get into a car that's supposed to be a car driver and it's like a 1985 beat up Tahoe.
Yeah, it wasn't right.
It wasn't,
right. It
I was like,
wasn't
that's the
right.
car they're getting into. I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then we heard the story that the engine blew up on the Escalade that you guys thought you were going to be driving around with. So it was a cascade of problems and issues. But you're here now, which is great.
Yes, I'm
We-
so excited.
we-
I had so much fun with you guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We
So-
had fun with you too.
Is this your first radio row?
It's my first radio row, so I have
What do you
more of a
think of the
TV
experience?
background, so I've
Okay,
never
so-
done the radio
okay,
side of
so-
things, and I think it's phenomenal. Like, so many people, I almost have sensory overload because I'm like,
Yes.
oh, there's that guy. There is that Sean Merriman? Oh, is
Right.
that so-and-so? Oh, there's Kittle,
It's,
you know.
it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to explain to people that are watching the show because we're bringing it to them.
Yeah.
You know, like what this is all like. We were in LA last year. We're in Arizona this year.
Ooh.
Are you coming to Vegas
Coming to
next
Vegas?
year?
I hope so. That is the plan.
Looking
I'm
around
excited.
going, hey.
I think I
better-
might be in Vegas next month.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh.
For
March
fun?
Madness.
Oh, let us know for sure.
Let's
We'll
go.
reach out. We'll get all that.
Maybe
stuff
mid-March.
taken. Oh, yeah. We'll be there. Oh,
Round 2
Which
of last
weekend?
night.
Oh, hello.
Which weekend?
first weekend of March Madness or second weekend
I'm
of March
thinking
Madness?
second weekend.
Smart.
Pro move
It's a
right
pro
there.
move. Second weekend is
Second
way
weekend
better.
is
I
way better.
mean, you
Way
know, I'm
better.
trying to be a
Better.
pro when I grow
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
The
yeah.
games
yeah,
are
yeah.
more stretched out, less people. You can get in. Room rates are down. Way more fun.
And then
Okay, cool.
we'll get
Every-
good spots
Yeah.
all over. We'll be
Everyone
fine.
comes
We'll get
in
hooked
for the
up.
first weekend. They're like, Raw, Thursday, Friday. We're like, yeah, it's too much.
You amateurs, get out
Yes,
of here.
it's amateur hour.
Yeah.
It's too
Seriously,
much
I call
betting.
it boy band weekend.
Yes.
Boy
it is.
band.
No, because it's
Listen to
it's
this.
Miss
literally.
me with the boy band
no,
weekend.
listen to
No,
this.
This
This
is
is
the
awesome.
boy band weekend.
It's so true.
All right? Like a bunch of guys come in. Right? There's a lead singer. He
Yeah.
knows everything. He
Yeah.
knows how to do all the bets. They follow him around. Then there's the guy that wants to be the lead singer but just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
And then there's the backup dancers and singers that just come along because they're part of the group.
Yeah.
And they get the food and they save the seats, but they bet the first of 15 prop because everyone else is doing it. And that's
First
what
of
you do. Like
15.
literally, yeah,
we,
no,
talked,
it's
we talked about that
of course
today.
everybody does. It's a fun bet.
It is.
But those guys aren't really watching the games. It's complete boy band weekend.
do you
You'll
like
kill
March
it.
Madness from a betting perspective better than Super Bowl, or are
Yes.
they?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Oh, there's just it's
It's one game.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just another game. This is just
like you've been talking
And
about
there's not
this
a
for
lot
2
of
weeks,
value
right?
too.
it's a
There-
Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday football. It's
Exactly.
one game. It's a game. Everyone goes crazy because it's a Super Bowl. Well, all right, I'm betting hockey the same way, and I'm betting football next whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a game. Basketball's happening. NBA trade deadline's going crazy. Like, it's just a game.
Where are you based?
I'm based in Washington D.C., but I work remote, so
Yeah. You've been in DC for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you a fan of a team? Like, growing up, did you have teams that you liked? Where'd you grow up?
So I was born in Vancouver, grew up in Seattle. My family now is all in Southern California. I was
Okay.
in Southern California, but this job brought me back to D.C. Long story.
Big
So I don't know.
change?
I might go back to the West Coast. I
Yeah?
have a feeling I'll be
You
back
like
there.
the West Coast for
I actually think Vegas might be a
Oh, come on.
Cali's a little
Welcome.
overrated
It
for
is.
me.
Oh, without
Yeah,
a doubt.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get
So,
Vegas gives you everything that Cali's got. Only we're not dealing with the taxes, prices,
The traffic.
traffic is
Exactly.
Just,
That's what I'm
terrible.
talking
It's
about.
so
And now that
bad.
I'm in the gambling world,
Right.
like where else do you want to be?
Vegas is a good place to
Can't
be.
even bet on the apps in Cali. Boo.
True. Can't bet. Period.
So
Can't
you've
bet anywhere.
done. You grew up West Coast time for sports. You live East Coast time now.
Yep.
It's not close, is it? Which is better for sports?
Oh man, I like West Coast just because
It's
you
not
can
even
roll
close.
out of
It's not even
bed.
close. Not even close.
You know, have
It's the best.
breakfast while you're watching football. The
Tell
games are
the
over
people
early.
it's so
West
much better.
Side.
There's no doubt.
We fight it.
Again.
We fight it. I mean, 10 a.m. NFL, 9 a.m. college football is unbelievable, but it's better about the Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night. We're done at 8:30.
Yep.
You guys on the East Coast, you're 10, 11, 12. 1 a.m. goes to overtime.
Terrible. And I'm like, gosh, I got to watch the ending, but I also need sleep because I have my show in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too
Conflicted.
much.
Betting first halves just to get out of the way. So you say that's my bet, and you go, hey,
I have done
Nice.
that. I'm
Yeah,
not
of
going to
course.
lie.
Yeah, everyone has. That's true.
It's just like, that was my bet. I had to go to bed.
Yes.
Sorry, I hit it. I'm good.
I'm
Bye.
good.
I'm out.
Good night.
Or an intercept. Please just throw an
Just throw an
interception in the first
interception.
quarter and I can go to bed.
Click. Speaking of those, do you like any props on Sunday?
So I had bet Patrick Mahomes over his passing yards, thinking
Okay.
that maybe this injury won't be as impactful as some people might think.
We had a guy
so
this
it was
morning already tell us
286 and
that.
a half. It's already been bet up so much since it first opened,
Yeah.
but I was thinking even hit it again. I could always live bet the under if I'm totally wrong.
Right.
But yeah, I guess the one thing is if he does get hit and Henny comes in, I'm in big trouble.
You're in
so
big
the
trouble.
under could be
Yeah,
intriguing
yeah,
for
yeah.
that
That's the
reason.
thing. That's the one thing in Vegas we don't have. Just FYI, you can't live bet props in
Oh,
Vegas.
dude.
Not yet.
That is my go-to. I
Oh, it's
really
fun,
got
isn't it?
into
It's
it.
good.
Yeah, I really got into it because I'm really into the props. So if I am like, okay, game script is going to go this way, and I'm like, ooh, that was a swing and a miss. Let's hit the under,
Right.
and then I can even just
Yes.
cancel it
Yeah,
out.
That's
yeah.
what I do too.
Yeah.
I
that's
use
good.
live
That's
betting
great.
for defense. He uses it for offense.
Yeah, I like the
I
power
get
of the
myself out of bad
position
bets
more.
because
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
that's
oh
fine,
no,
too.
that's dead. Shit.
I don't care
Get
if
out
I
of it.
break
Right.
even
Right.
or
Yeah, right, yeah.
I don't want
I
to
just don't
lose
wanna
money.
lose,
I
right.
mean, why? If you have the opportunity to hit the other side, I'm not going to just let it pass me by.
Right.
That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
No, that's good.
And
That's
sometimes they're slow. There'll be a guy getting receptions, and I'm like, they didn't update it. Oh my God, come to mama.
good. Yes, yeah.
It happens.
Hammer.
And that's why he always says the books don't like it because that happens. They fall asleep at the
They'll
wheel.
lock
Do
it
that,
on me
though.
now. The first
Yeah,
couple times
yeah.
that they weren't on to me, but then I'm
Right.
like, oh, they're probably like,
They're
oh,
getting
this girl.
faster. They're
Yeah.
getting faster.
Yes, they are getting faster. Do you have a side liking in this game on Sunday?
So I bet Chiefs plus 850 and Eagles 11-1 to be in the Super Bowl
Oh, look
earlier
at
in the
you.
season.
Beautiful.
Both sides.
Yeah.
We have the
I
exact
love it.
as
We do
not
the same- we
not
did
by
the
the same
same, yeah.
numbers, but that we
But
have the
yeah.
exact. As
I mean, I was hoping they both would be in.
Right.
Obviously, I had
Right.
some other ones that didn't
Right,
make
of
it,
course,
but
same.
I got
Bengals.
lucky.
Bengals would have
Yeah.
been much better
oh,
for
for
us.
me.
Bengals
Oh my
would-
God, 26-1.
Man, I had 40 to
was-
1.
I had 40 to 1
man.
fraudulent Vikings.
Oh,
Sorry.
That
yeah.
was
Well,
terrible
that's
decision
all
by
right.
me. I
That
thought new
happens.
head coach, like things were going to go a
That's
different
fair
way.
to the producers. That's his team.
He's a Vikings
so
fan.
he just went like, yep, I knew. And he knew.
It's fine. At least two of them got in, and we're,
Right,
good.
yeah,
we're in a good
that's fine,
position. So
yeah.
I almost don't want to go too crazy, but I bet Miles Sanders over on his prop. I haven't bet an interception. I love betting interceptions, but I
Oh.
haven't done that. A Pat Mahomes interception, what is that number at now? It's probably not good.
It's going to be
probably-
it's probably pretty good, actually,
It's not-
considering he
yeah,
doesn't throw many
it's probably not
picks.
Too bad.
Road teams this year, I agree with you. Betting the road quarterback to throw a pick was very profitable this year. This being a neutral field, it's a little more of a field type of bet than it is an environment type of bet. But if you think Hurts might be a little jittery, a
Yeah.
little nervous,
Also, I've been fading Juju Smith-Schuster,
Nice.
and I like Kadarius Toney over.
injury doesn't bother you, doesn't worry you.
I don't think so. I think they're going to need him to step up.
Oh,
I
there's no debate
faded
there.
him in the last game,
Yep.
and that was good. I took the under, but now I think I like the over on Kadarius Toney.
Do you have the number, Dave?
can't find it.
No. All right. What do-
Quarterback to throw the first interception.
Oh, who's that?
Mahomes is actually minus 120.
How about
Hurts
that?
is even money. Who's going to throw an interception
pick.
first?
Interesting. All right. That's
What
wild.
what
There's all
props
kind
are
of
you
things.
guys on?
Oh, wait, I haven't done anything yet. We've been here all week.
Props.
And I'm going to wait and go back.
Sunday?
And yeah, like
Sunday morning?
if I do anything, how about number of players to throw a pass in the game? Over 2.5.
We love that in case
Plus
Henny comes in.
160.
You need one. trick
One,
play.
anything.
Yep.
Trick
I
play,
love
one
that.
injury. I mean, they're both kind of dinged up. Maybe they come out for a play if something happens, and the other guy comes in and doesn't hand it off and throws a pass. It counts.
Yeah.
So
Plus money, too.
a lot of guys that I respect are on that one.
Okay.
The McKinnon one,
Yes.
reception's over. Everybody seems to be on that, but I had some respected guys tell me he's going to catch at least 3 passes. So if you find 2.5, just play it over. Lay the
Okay.
juice.
Gamewell is the everyone.
Yeah,
I want to
they don't
ask you about
stop
that.
talking
Everyone.
about
I almost
it.
want to bet the
Everyone.
under because I want to throw
Amen.
up
I
because
know.
it's like too much on
It's too much.
Gamewell.
It's too
Every-
much.
And
Everyone.
Boston Scott too, but that
Yes.
number's at what, like 8.5
Yeah,
yards?
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if I could do under 8.5. That's so
Everyone's
low.
on all
play.
those.
I don't know.
And then like we were talking about this last night a little bit, but Jalen Hurts rushing attempts at 10.5. Everyone's on the over. Like
Yeah.
the world, even pros, everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone's
It's
on the
just-
over.
I think hitting a lot of unders could be the way to go.
That's what I
Like,
believe. That's let it go all the way
But-
and then bet
Yeah.
unders.
Yeah.
But if you like the game over,
Which I don't.
you like the under. You
I
like the
like the
game
under.
to go over under. Just first thought. Like I mean, it being
I
all
have a
week.
feeling that the first half could be slower starting.
Okay.
They're going to be figuring each other out. So if I don't have a play on the total, but I could see an under.
I
Okay.
like Eagles
He
money
likes-
line first half. I like first half under. I like game under.
What if Henny's in too, and you're like, "Oh, wish I hit the under."
Right.
Yeah,
I just
but
think the
don't
Eagles.
worry about Henny. Don't
Yeah.
don't handicap it for him because if you do, you're going to be disappointed.
No, I'm not. I'm
like
definitely
don't even
not.
like go. Oh, I want to just have this in case Henny plays. Like Mahomes is going to be lit up. Like he's going to be whatever he needs to play. He's going to play.
Oh, and they're all going to give it. It's the last game. They're
It's
going to
the
give it their
last
all-out effort. I mean, even Hurts is banged up. You know, I
But
don't.
what is he? That was we just talked to a guy from Philly. Asked that same question. Like what? How hurt is he? And they're saying in Philly he's fine. Internally speaking, he's fine. Now is
Yeah.
that true? I don't know if that's true or not.
I would assume so with the extra 2 weeks.
I
Right.
think so.
Right.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks.
Can't
in.
be worse than Mahomes, I would think.
I don't think so.
Look, drugs are a wonderful thing. You
Yeah.
can take
Yeah,
them and feel
And
wonderful.
adrenaline, you're
Yes.
playing in
Yeah,
the Super
Super
Bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I think you can kind of like focus, even when you're like on the treadmill at the gym. It's like, okay, I could see
I
the
could see-
end.
right, yeah,
you
let's
know,
go,
it's not like
right,
you got the
yes.
whole season ahead of you. It's one game. Not that it's so easy, but you know what I'm saying.
Have
Right.
you ever been to a Super Bowl, a game?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
No,
Any desire to go?
not really.
no.
I
No,
actually.
no, but why not? Like,
Me
because
too,
we're
none.
the same way, and
Yeah,
people are
none.
like, "What do you mean? You guys are going media week and you're not staying for the game?"
no desire.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound like.
An
but,
old curmudgeon, whatever.
But
like,
I've also
just-
covered teams like the Commanders and the Cowboys
Right.
and the Seahawks, and I went to so many games, and I don't want to sound like a jerk, but
Right,
like
no.
it kind of lost its excitement to the point
Right.
where I actually enjoy being alone on my couch with
Amen.
like a nice big TV and
Amen.
relaxing without people bothering me, especially if I am live betting. I need
Yes.
to concentrate and
It's
look, and I
so
can't have people
true.
bugging
No.
me about things.
I took my daughter to 2 Patriot games, Patriot at the Raiders this year. She was bored by halftime just because she was bored by halftime. But even I was bored because I had not gone to a game in so long, and I realized, like, man, hockey, basketball, these are flowing games. They're entertaining. They're fun.
Yeah.
Football is so much stopping and starting.
Yeah.
It's really tough. The in-person experience versus the the TV experience, it's a big difference. And the NFL's got to worry about that. They got to figure out something about that because I think where you're talking about is exactly where I'm going to be on Sunday.
And the other thing is, like, if you're going to games, the parking, it's a whole day event,
Right.
and a
It's
lot
a
of
whole
people
day
need
event.
to see what else is going on. I don't want to miss every other game just because I went to one. I'm
True.
like, you'd almost have to pay me to go to the game.
right? Yeah, no, I mean, but it's true. And like, just saying, when you come to Vegas,
Oh, yeah.
all the games are on in the book, you know.
All of
Love
them.
I
it.
got a lot of screens and all.
Oh
I mean,
my
it's
God.
fun.
What are they going to
It's
charge
fun.
a seat during the Super Bowl
A
in
lot.
Vegas?
A lot.
It's been like 5 dimes.
Yeah,
Oh.
we won't be there.
No.
Don't worry about that.
No.
We'll have a place.
Yes, we'll have a whole viewing party for everybody.
we'll
And
ha- yeah.
Aaron will be invited.
Yeah.
It'll
If
be
you're coming,
phenomenal.
you can stay for sure.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much for having
Great
me.
to meet
Had
you in person.
If
So
you
much
come
fun
in
with
March,
you guys.
you're
I believe we're on the 15th.
Okay.
Hit us up.
Just let
Stay
us know.
tuned.
Let's do it. Come on in. That's awesome. Before you go,
Thank
where can
you.
folks
Oh, yeah,
find your
we'll
show
create the
and your
camera
socials,
stuff.
all the fun stuff?
Yeah, BetQL Daily, 9 to noon Eastern. You can find us on the Odyssey app. We're live on Twitch, YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Erin Hawksworth and on Instagram at Erin Hawksworth.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. What a
Enjoy
Good
it.
luck on your bets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll need it. Appreciate it. Aaron Hawksworth joining us for BetQL. This was